This podcast is brought to you by Convo Cloth, the official clothing apparel of the NBC podcast. For the latest apparel, please go to www.nothingbutconvos.com. Now, let's get into the latest episode of the NBC podcast with your boy, S. McCann. What's good, people? It's the NBC podcast with your boy, S. McCann. This is episode 9, Fantasy Football. And I have two guests, Smitty and Mike Z. We break down the 2020 fantasy football season. So, tune in. This is a good one. Yeah. Fantasy football with my boy Smitty and Mike Z. What's good, boys?
What's good? What's good? How's it going there? Thanks for having me back on again.
No problem. You know how we get into this, this football season, fantasy football, the regular football season. You know how we get down. We're in multiple leagues, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the years, we've been playing, winning some leagues. Some leagues you might have a down year. Starting with Jay, how long have you been playing fantasy football?
I say it's been about, I was late to the party. I say it's probably been like less than 10 years. I can't remember the exact time, but it hasn't been that long. It's probably been like 10 years. I was late to the wagon because I never wanted to play. It just sounded like stupid to me, like fantasy football, like how that sound. But then once I got into it, it was over.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
I think it's been about 10 or 11 years. I started when I was 17. I'm 27 now, so it's been about 10 years. I remember because my first year I got into it, my brother called me up about an hour before the draft. He was like, "Yo, this dude just dropped out. Do you want to be in it?" And I'm like, I don't know nothing about it, but they just got me in there. I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah. So with me, I've been playing fantasy football since 2012, 8 years. So just like, Mike said, once we played, I got hooked. I'm like, oh, that's all you need to do? Oh, you just got to draft right and then, put players in that or think is going to kill against another team. It's basically strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to throw this dude playing against this bum defense, or, he's playing against a bum corner this week. I'm going to throw him in. So it's basically all about matchups. And if you know how to, tweak your matchups each week, you have a good chance of winning that week. Jay, how many leagues are you in this year?
Only 2.
Only 2?
I had to cut back. Yeah, it got a little crazy. I mean, yours and then my old co-workers league. Yeah. I was in like 4 the other year, like a couple years in a row. I mean, It's fun. It's better when you got money on it.
Yeah.
But you always find yourself rooting against players that's going for you.
Yeah.
So, 2 is good enough for me. I like it, but 2 is just good enough for me.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? How many leagues are you in this year?
I'm in 3. That's what I cap it at. I won't do no more than 3. I agree with Jay. I used to do a couple of years I did with 4 leagues, and then when it come down to playoff time, you got guys on both teams. You root for this, and you root for them to do good in one and the other. So I stick with 3 because then after that, any more than 3 for me is too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this year I'm in 3. Before I used to be in like 4, 5. Just bugging out. But yeah, like 3.
Crazy.
Yeah, 3 is like you can maneuver better with 3. You know what I'm saying? So when you have 3, it's a better you have better options where you won't forget to put this player in, league 4 or league 5. You'd be like, damn, I should have put him in, you know what I mean? So you can focus more on, 3 leagues. Have you ever earned money in any leagues that you have been in?
Jay? Yeah. Not this year, not the last year, but the year before that, I won our league.
Yeah.
And then the last year, my other league, I won that one too.
True.
So it's hit or miss. Like when I first started,
Yeah.
I was trash. Like you just try to look at the list and try to pick players. You think you know football, but fantasy football is way different
Yeah, it's
from
way
just
different.
football.
Yeah. It's all
So
about
I learned
stats.
once I learned it, I'm always in the mix, but I will always get close but not finish. And it's all
Yeah.
luck
It's luck.
because your player can go down or somebody, something. And I finally made it through. I won the year before and then won last year.
Yeah.
So I think I'm on a good little run.
How about you, Mike?
I've won a little bit. I've come in second a few times in a few different leagues, and then I'm in my one league. It's basically like all our family,
Yeah.
like my cousins, uncle, brothers. We've done that league for 8 years, and
Yeah.
I've won it 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's getting to the point where they all hate me because they getting mad. They're trying to get me out. I think it's to the point where they just root for anybody to win but me. So that one's a lot of fun. But yeah, I won a little bit here and there, but that's the only league I've ever really won.
Yeah.
Sammy's league, I think I finished third last year.
Yeah. Got your money back. Yeah, I won over the years. I know I was in your league. Mike probably finished second or third a couple years, and then my league, I think I won like twice, and then
I think you won my league like 2 years ago.
yeah, like I might have won it, and then I came in like second a couple times. I remember in your league, I had Tom Brady and Gronk that one year when they were killing. Like, yo, I was beating people just having two guys. Like, it was crazy. I remember that time.
Well, once you get that double, you got a good double up. That's a wrap.
That double up. Yeah, you got to get a good double. That's what I'll be searching for. Like, oh, I got this person. Sometimes if you got the trifecta, if you got the running back, receiver, and quarterback, oh my goodness, you might.
Yeah, but see, right, that works only when you got a running back that can catch.
Yeah,
because
but still, if
still
a running back is
your squad,
yeah,
right. But if you
the goal line,
but if you get a 10-yard touchdown catch, or he break one with the running back, then you still got points for your quarterback and your running back. Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
But see, with me, like I score a running back a little bit different. If you can give me 15 to 18, I'm good. Like just for a basic running back. Now, if you got McCaffrey, you getting 30s every week. Like that, that's nothing. Like if you get a top running back, you getting 30s every week. But if you just got a stable back, give me 15 and 18.
Especially in the PPR league.
Yeah, give me 15
because McCaffrey
18.
was getting like 10 catches a game last year. That's easy 10 points right there, off the bat.
Easy. And then Zeke catching all these top backs, they just catching all of these, passes straight off the backfield. Oh, he's a safety net. Bang. He's getting 10 catches a game. Boom. That's 10 points without doing nothing. But if you break one, that's on top. Yeah. What's that 15 on top of the 10?
Yeah. Or depending on however it's scored too.
Yeah, but usually if you break one in a touchdown, you get extra points, extra 3. It's just crazy.
Right.
Yeah, it's like usually like if it's like a 50-yarder, it's usually like an extra like 3 or 4 points for the TD.
Yeah.
And then like you said, if you got the quarterback throwing, then that's like an extra 6
plus
on top of the TD plus the yards. That's like a 20-point, 30-point play right there.
Yeah. So, guys, what is the best fantasy platform to play on?
I love Yahoo.
You like Yahoo?
I love Yahoo. Well, that's what I started with too.
All right.
But when I came on in your league, ESPN is cool. I don't know if it's just your league or every other one. The waiver thing is kind of nuts to me because you got a cap. It does it makes you more responsible for it. I think what our cap is like 150 a year.
150, yeah.
Right. So that's a little different to me.
See, but I only do that because I'm trying to make the league even. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a cap.
Competitive.
So if you didn't have a cap, people be dropping, picking up, picking up. And to me, if you have money involved, you have to make the league even as possible. It has to be an even playing field.
Hey, Sam, when you talk about adding and dropping players, who's the first person that comes to mind in my league that does that?
It has to be.
You know that's Kevin.
Kevin, yeah, he always dropping
he has
somebody.
He has like 5 moves right as soon as the draft is over. He makes like 3 or 4 moves.
It's crazy.
Right.
You making 3 or 4 moves, and you just drafted this player. You don't know what he gonna do. Like, come on, man. That league, people cannot draft in that league at all.
He bugs out.
Everybody,
out with it.
But even me, like once I draft my team, I still see somebody like, Dag, I should have took him.
Yeah,
it could have been like the 14th round, and I'm like, Dag, I should have took him instead of him.
There's always at least one guy that
always
you're like,
that person.
I should have had him.
But I like it with ours with that cat because I'll save it.
Yep, I'll save it to the end. Even if it is a
player, like even if it is a player that I know everybody want or something, I'll just let it go. Like I'll make a bid, but I'm not going crazy with it.
Yep.
Because when the last couple weeks before the playoffs start, it's always that player. Like remember last year, the Vikings. It was the Vikings and another team when Dalvin Cook got hurt.
Yeah.
And they running backs was out there, so you need that. You got to strategize. You need that money at the end because you can get anybody who you want. Basically, if you got the money left over in there.
Yo, some people be paying,
especially if you have an injury,
$30 for one player. Like I'm looking at people like, you bugging.
You got to chill. Yeah, your running back got to go down with an ACL, and you got to get the backup. That's okay. I can get that part.
Exactly. Like because if you're thinking like week 10, right before the playoffs, like he said, your main running back, your main receiver gets hurt, and you trying to get his backup. And you saved your money, like he said, you saved that money for the end of the season. That's when you put 30 in because you look 30. Okay, I still got like $100 left, even if I use this 30. So that's where you use it. But those guys that use it at the beginning, that's not the way to do it. Let that. I'm with your boy Jay here. You let that go.
No, I'll let it go, man. I put like $6 on it.
Yo,
and if I don't get it
during the first like half of the season, I don't pick nobody up. I try to see if my squad is going to come through. Like now you might have a loose player that just goes off like a receiver, no-name receiver where you might put a bid in or whatever. But that's why I like to draft good in the beginning. So I don't have to make no, drastic move on a waiver wire or anywhere else or a trade that I need, this person and I'm trading half my squad off. So I always try to draft, in the right way or correctly in the beginning, so I don't have no mess ups at the end or in the middle of the season. So you said Yahoo, that's the best platform you like?
To me, I mean they both go the same, but I started with Yahoo. It's like something that you start with.
Yeah,
that's just what look more comfortable, and that's what most of my leagues. And it's the first and only ESPN league I'm in is with you. Otherwise, it's Yahoo.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? What's the best fantasy platform?
I'm the opposite. I like ESPN. I started with the Yahoo, but then I switched to ESPN, and I like that. The first thing, I didn't realize it was every platform you could do it at, but what got me away from Yahoo was one of the leagues I did. They started doing them tenths of a point, so you'd be like 1.5, and I never liked that. Originally I thought that was only Yahoo, but now I think you can do that in ESPN and stuff too. But I got away from that, and I stick with the ESPN because I love their app. Their app is so easy to navigate, use. So I stick with that. All my leagues are on ESPN, so I'm good with that. It's all in one spot for me.
Yeah, the best fantasy platform.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
My bad. I mean, because the only thing I don't like of ESPN is so flooded. I guess more people do it. It was a couple years ago when it just crashed. And it was like opening day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Trash out of here. Like, and I think that was like one of my first years with you in the league. I was like, come on, man. I can't even see what's going on or nothing. I can't make no moves. If I got to somebody hurt, it just was just down. And I guess that just must be the most popular one.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think that's happened like a few times that I've noticed. I think, like you said, it's just so popular. Everybody uses it. Sometimes it just crashes because it's so flooded with things. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with it. But that did get me going. I was hot about that.
Yeah. The best fantasy platform for me is ESPN. I tried all of them. The NFL Network, CBS, the Yahoo. Yahoo is what I started on before. But when I got on ESPN, I'm like, dang, this thing is that easy for you to maneuver. Like Yahoo, you still got to do certain things in Yahoo on the app where it's like, nah, it's not user friendly. But ESPN is just so user friendly where I don't even go on a computer. The only time I go on the computer is just to draft, but everything else I'm just doing straight from the app. Like it's right on my phone. I'm just doing it. Boom. Early in the morning, I wake up, bang, I'm hitting a waiver wire and everything. Like that's what it is during the season. Like it's so easy and user friendly. I like that right there.
Yahoo do the same thing though.
Nah,
You get
man,
it's
not good. It's not. I was on Yahoo last year for my works league, and that joint was just trash to me. Like it was just so hard to navigate. Like I'm like, nah, because you had to do like so many things just to get a player. Then you had to move it. Then you had to do all that. Nah, I'm not into that. I need that user friendly because I'm trying to get on there before everybody get on there. I ain't trying to waste no time. I'm trying to put my bid in and keep it moving for real. So the next topic is people in leagues that can't draft. We seen them all the time. People be having number one picks, and you be like, yo, you picked Aaron Rodgers with the number one pick? Are you crazy? Like, I seen
how many years
stuff.
in a row has somebody done that?
Yo, I seen some stuff in the first round, and you scratching your head like, yo, thank you. Because I got the eighth pick, and this is going to push everybody down.
Thank you. Exactly.
For real. It's crazy.
Like it baffles your mind because it's like, oh man, they don't know what they doing.
Nah, they don't know what they doing.
Because it's years when it was the Legion of Boom. Yo, Cats was taking Seattle first, second round defense.
Oh my God, dude!
Like I get it, like they're the best defense, but they're not scoring 3 touchdowns a game. Like
no, you don't draft a defense that early.
Nah,
there's always somebody who does that, and then they draft a kicker early too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, what are y'all doing?
You can stream a kicker every week and be all right.
Yo, I remember in one league, they had all the positions. They had the defensive player. I'm like, yo, this ain't even fantasy, you shouldn't be able to pick a defensive player, yo. Like, come on, man. Like, it's so crazy. Y'all ever been in a league where you had to pick a defensive player?
Oh, I can't stand it. I won't do that ever again.
Yeah, absolutely it's so corny. Like, come on.
I never did it. I never did
Yo,
it.
it's so
I saw it, but I just
trash.
never did it.
It's so trash.
You don't want to. That's good.
Because, okay, if you have this linebacker, right? And this linebacker don't get no tackles. Well, he going to get tackles. No sacks or no picks or whatever. Dude might only have 5 points. Like, you just wasted a whole position. Like, you just wasted that whole position just for 5 points. And then somebody could have a D tackle or a D end, or say if they have Von Miller. Dude get 5 sacks in a game or something. Dude might have 20 points. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, like that position, you shouldn't even have no. It should just be offense only, kicker, defense. That's it.
Right.
I was in the league before with 2 QBs. Hated it.
I was in one too. That.
People were scoring 200 plus points. Yo, it was crazy, and that's when when the quarterbacks were just getting points off nothing. Like it was crazy.
Your first 2 picks could be Drew Brees and Tom Brady, and
that's 80 points. Yeah, that's 80 points right there.
That's the only thing I've never done. I've never done a league with 2 quarterbacks. But yeah, if you got it back then, if you're doing 2 quarterback league back a couple years ago, you say you had Drew Brees, Tom Brady. You there's almost no way to lose.
Yeah, but it's tough though because the rest of your team suffers.
Yep.
And then the thing I don't like about people drafting bad is that once you start taking, all right, say somebody take Kelsey in the first round.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be like, oh, it's a run on tight end.
Yeah.
Here go Kittle. Here go whoever else, and then it throw you off because you're not getting the tight end that you think that you want, or you got to jump on somebody and then you
too
miss
early.
Yeah. That's the only time I don't like about
running back that you wanted because you're like, oh man, now I got to get this tight end in round 3 because they're all gone, and you miss out on a good value pick in a running back.
Yeah. It's just it messes up the whole draft. And you're looking at them like, yo, you could have got this person in the 8th round. Like, y'all looking at names. I mean, I don't draft on names. I'm drafting on who's going to give me the stats. Like,
Right.
you got to look at the stats from last year. Oh, dude had 800 yards and he just came in as a rookie. Oh, he gonna be smashing them this year because he's gonna grow with that. Like, they don't look at that. They just look at these home name. I remember one time somebody drafted Deshaun Jackson like so early, and I'm like, yo, do y'all know that he's not the number one no more? This is when he wasn't the number one no more. I think when he went to had to be Tampa or something. Somebody drafted him super early. I'm like,
not with his injury history.
Yeah, like, nah, he might be a good flex boy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, week to week, you might have to throw him in as a flex, but other than that, nah. People be going crazy.
When people start drafting like that, like say they take tight end too early or quarterback too early, I don't fall for it. I keep on my own
schedule
script because you only figure it's a couple people that, like, if you take Pat Mahomes first round, nowadays nobody gonna let you look at you crazy.
Nah,
because he's giving you 40 points,
40, like, 50. He might give you like a 50 burger.
Right. You draft. If you see a tight end go early, if you see Kelsey go early, you that's like you taking Ertz out there. Ertz is good, but at the same time, it's a player like Ertz that's going to be there. He's not going to give you all them numbers, but you still can't go away from what your plan is.
Yeah.
No, you have to stick with your plan no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, if you watch all that fantasy experts, they say don't take a quarterback early, this and that. The only exception I made, like last year, I took in my one league, the league that I won, I took Mahomes in the third round. I was like, I looked at it, well, if I don't take him now, he's not going to be there.
Yep.
And normally I don't want to take quarterback that early, but he's getting me minimum. His floor is like 30 points. So it's like, I'm taking this guy so far and above everybody else. I'm taking him. It's not like I'm taking a guy that is that top tier, but he's bunched with everybody else. If I take the next guy, he's going to do the same. No, Mahomes is going to get you like 10 points a week more than the next guy. So it's worth it.
Yeah. Like the first 4 or 5 rounds in a draft, that's easy. You're going to see players like, oh, yeah, I can draft him. Like, you're going to see the stats. It's going to be a well-known player. That's easy. Anybody can draft good the first 5. You know what I'm saying? But it's those later rounds, man. The draft don't start until those later rounds where you find them jewels like, boom, I'm filling my squad out, and they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? People don't know. So this year, the top 5 positions in PPR leagues, and this is via ESPN since we play ESPN. The QBs, Lamar Jackson is number 1. Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 3 is Kyler Murray. Number 4 is Dak Prescott. And number 5 is Deshaun Watson. Do you guys have anyone on this list that you would take off or add?
Now I would take off Deshaun Watson probably because he just lost DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, he still might get you, he definitely he's a deep threat. He can run a little bit, but, man, once you lose that beast wide receiver,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, your value going to go down a little bit because DeAndre Hopkins is the top 5 receiver.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would see that's tough. Like, you're projecting Kyler Murray to take that jump, and yes, he's got the loaded. The only one I'm surprised not in the top 5 is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's wild.
Right? I feel like he's always like under the radar because, like, as good as he is, there's always been like somebody above him. Like last year was Lamar beat him out for MVP. The year before that it was Mahomes. So I feel like he should easily be top 5 because if you look at his numbers, he's always got numbers. And he does not throw many interceptions at all. So he's not going to get you many games where he's going to have
his receiving core ain't even like that. And he's up there with 30 touchdowns every year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so you know what you're getting.
Offense depend on him so much.
Yeah. And
he make that offense go.
Yeah, and to me, yes, I would take out either Kyler Murray or Deshaun Watson and add Russell Wilson because you really don't know how Kyler Murray, might fare out. No, you can keep him in there. You can keep him in there, but I'm just saying if you would look at quarterbacks that make that second year jump, some of them don't make that jump. You know what I'm saying? But
That's true, but he got a whole another weapon now.
Yeah,
on top of his.
But everybody said, look. Everybody said that about the dude from the Browns. He got all these weapons.
Oh, Baker Mayfield. Oh, man.
Look. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Get him out of here.
Look.
He's a bum.
He is a bum, but
no, I feel you
I'm just telling you. Everybody said he has all these weapons. Look what he's going to do here. He got the coach. He got this. He got that. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't even read defenses. Now, Kyler got something over him. He's speed.
The young Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he got speed and he got a gun. Like his gun is unmatched. So yeah. I'm just saying,
and he's just got a better head on his shoulders overall.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like they got him in the top 3. Like now he might be number 5.
Yeah,
I would put Russ. I would put Russ number 3. Like yo, Russ do everything you need him to do. He run for touchdowns. He passes. He does everything, man. He gets you all the points.
Kyler Murray though. Kyler Murray do,
but not on Russell Wilson level, bro.
I feel you, but I'm telling both of y'all right now in our league, don't draft him because I'm getting him. And then when I kill y'all with him, I don't want to hear nothing.
The biggest difference is if you look at the interceptions. Now I looked at some of their stats, and I don't have Russ's on there, but Murray had 12 interceptions. Yeah. I don't know how many interceptions Russell Wilson had. But I would venture to say he probably had like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's got to be less.
That's the biggest difference there. You like I said, you know what you're getting with Russ. You're getting 30 touchdowns, probably somewhere between at least like 3,700 yards to like 4,000 in that range, and you're going to get single digit interceptions. You'll take that all day every year. You'll take that. He's the safer bet, so I'm put him in there.
He had 5 picks last year, to 31 touchdowns.
Come on, man, 5 picks.
Yeah, but he's
31 TDs.
How long he been playing?
4,100 yards, bro.
Yeah, but
he does that every year, though. He does that every year.
Give my man Kyler Murray a chance, but don't take him though, because he's throwing a D-Hop and Fitzgerald, and give him a good tight end,
bro.
And
how about this? I'll take him and then I'll trade him to you.
No, I don't want that.
From 2017, Russ, this is his stats: 34 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. 2018, 35 touchdowns to 7 picks. Last year, 31 to 5 picks. He don't throw picks. He don't throw the ball away, man. And then don't let them get a running game. It's a wrap. They get a running game to protect him. Come on, man.
They had one last year with Chris Carson.
Yeah, Chris Carson.
He went down.
Right. The only thing about picks with quarterbacks is unless they running them back, that's just a point off. Like you can just like, all right, like Jameis. He had the most points. I think did he have the most points last year? I know he had the most yards, and maybe not Mahomes, but Jameis he'll throw you 15 interceptions. But
man, he had like 30 interceptions, man.
But then his stat line will be 30 points or 40 points because you still throwing almost for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. He may have 3 interceptions with it.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it goes. Unless you run the back for a pick 6, it really don't hurt you.
Yeah, it don't hurt you.
That's just 1 point off.
So the running backs list of 2020, number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Number 2, Saquon Barkley. Number 3, Zeke. Number 4, Dalvin Cook. And number 5, Alvin Kamara. This list is unchanged for me. Ain't nobody going to, crack this top list for me. How about you guys?
With running backs, I always think it's a chance because, like, most people, I always notice they take running back first.
Yeah.
Unless I'm getting McCaffrey, or I may take Dalvin Cook. I'm going receiver first.
You going receiver first? If you
always go receiver.
So if you got the 4th pick, right?
If I got the first pick?
No, the 4th pick.
The 4th pick?
Yeah.
It depends. Like, okay, if Saquon and McCaffrey ain't there,
and then they're going to be gone. If you're picking a 4, they're both gone.
Yeah.
I'm taking a receiver because it will also depend because you got to figure 4. Once you take that running back, say you take Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
After that, them top 5 running backs could be gone. Then you got all your receivers going, and then they come back to you. You stuck with
Nah,
the
you ain't
numbers.
gonna have all
I'm
your
just,
receivers going because it's
I'm
gonna
t-
be someone in there that's gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna go after, Kittles. Oh, I'm gonna go after Kelsey. Oh, I'm gonna go
no,
after the top quarterback." So you gonna have one of those receivers that's in the top 5. They still gonna be there because a lot of
I'm with Jay
people.
on this.
no, but that's
It,
the truth. Hold on,
it,
I'm gonna cut you off, Mike. Here's
Go
my
ahead.
point
you're good.
with running backs. It's about durability for me.
Yeah.
Now you just named besides McCaffrey, every one of the running backs got hurt last year.
Yep.
Saquon got hurt. Dalvin Cook got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara was out. That's what I look at with running backs.
Yeah.
It's always somebody coming up. Like they may not be just as good, but you could get a running, especially if it's PPR.
Yeah.
You know how many years Charles Sims used to kill it
Yeah.
because he had 8 catches for 90 yards, and he'll get you a touchdown for 30 points. So, but that's just the way I draft. It may not work all the time,
Yeah.
but usually I'll go with a Julio because he getting 11 targets a game, or with AB with that dude, or whoever. Unless I get a durable running back that I can just pencil in every week,
Yeah.
I'm taking a receiver.
I'm with Jay on that. Unless it's McCaffrey or Barkley or maybe even Zeke, I'm going with that top receiver because if you like you said, I'm going strictly off a PPR league because that's the way most leagues are nowadays, or PPR. If you put the stat line out there, your running back got 100 yards and a TD, and your receiver got you 100 yards and a TD, more than likely the receiver's going to have more points because, okay, he got 5 catches for it. Now he's getting an extra 5 points.
But
So that's 5 more points for your player.
I guarantee you, this year in any league, you know who going number 3? It's going to be a receiver.
Hey, I would take a receiver.
It's going to be Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is going number 3.
Oh yeah,
easy.
149 catches last year.
Yeah, he's going number 3, and Tyreek Hill might even creep up there. Like, yo, word up, because they getting targets. See, Michael Thomas and Tyreek Hill, they getting targets regardless of anything. They gonna get 15 targets a game, and even
I don't know
Devontae.
about Tyreek Hill though, bro.
What?
Because you gotta. But you listen. Okay, so listen.
Oh my
if
God.
wait,
Are you
wait,
serious? The targets?
Wait. Listen. How many weapons do the Chiefs have? You can't put. You got Kelsey, you got Hill, you got Watkins, you got running back he throws to. Now don't get me wrong.
Hardman. And you know he's throwing to that rookie running back, Edwards-Helaire. He's getting a lot of targets.
Bro,
everybody is
all
doubling
Tyreek Hill need to do. If he get two catches for one or 110, come on, man. Like, that's all you need. And that's what I'm saying. That's all you need, because he going to be wide open. They not just going to be they not going to just be like, oh, we're going to double Tyreek. Nah, you know who they going to be doubling? Kelsey. They taking him out the picture. They going to try to take Kelsey out the picture, dog. And who's going to be open over there? Tyreek.
Nah.
Why? All right.
Yeah, but then you also got to look at, if Michael Thomas has 9 catches for 110, he's got those extra points. Now that's an extra 7 points, but he got 9 catches versus 2. So that's like extra. That's an extra points right there.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about Michael Thomas is going to be the first receiver off the board, regardless of that. What, Michael Thomas?
That he probably will be.
What?
Not for me.
Michael Thomas ain't gonna be the number
Not
one.
For me. Not for me.
Who's better than him in fantasy?
It's not about who better. It's about more opportunity. Devontae Adams will get way more targets than Michael Thomas will.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
one thing. But hold on.
Adams out the picture though.
You can take him out the pit. You can double him. Ain't nobody else on the team.
Else.
Come on, man.
You got to get the rock to him. Drew Brees spread the ball around everywhere. And for the fact they put Taysom. And here's what you don't think about either.
Bull had over 100 catches, bro. Devontae Adams wasn't catching that man. You talking about targets. The most targets is Michael Thomas is getting the most targets.
Maybe it's just me. I just don't care for him that much. He's great. But then I also figure in Drew Brees' arm. His arm is just dying year by year. Now he gonna get you 10 catches for 100 yards just because of that. But nah.
So you mean to tell me on the decline? Okay.
I'd rather have Mike Evans this year than than Michael Thomas.
Nah, what you call him? Arm candy over there, man.
They just got
come
they
on,
just
man.
got they just got
Come
they got
on,
Tom
Brady.
Brady
with the
is
candy
the
arm.
candy arm, man. His arm
I'm
candy, son.
Yo, when y'all want to come to me this year for trades, don't say I didn't tell you.
Man, you
It's
mean
about-
to tell me you gonna say, oh, you taking Mike Evans? Mike Evans might do his thing just because of
He's
all the
gonna
weapons
do
on
his thing. He's a
on the
monster.
squad. But at the same time, when you talking about Devontae Adams, his quarterback is on a decline. And his quarterback get hurt as well. Yeah, Drew Brees had a little finger, John, but Aaron Rodgers, that boy get hurt. He mess up his ankle. He mess up his knee. Come on, man. You
Broke
know
his
that.
collarbone a few times.
Yeah, like
never had Michael Thomas on one of my teams, and not on purpose. But if I see somebody else that I feel that's better, it's just you go off of feeling. I don't care about really numbers. Like you can go off whatever numbers you think, and then just go like that. Like,
but that 100.
Think like,
if you get in that straight 100, come on, man.
No, I'm not gonna lie about that. He's definitely top 3 wide receivers.
You got to go with that 100 though.
Yeah, but before we dive fully into the receivers, I just want to go back to running back for a second.
Go ahead.
I had my top 10 from ESPN. I wrote down their top 10, and this guy, I had him last year, and he's not even in the top 10. I would probably put him in there. Would be Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he's a beast.
If you look, I had him last year. He had 16 touchdowns. 16 touchdowns. He led the league in touchdowns for running back. And then on top of that, he still had another 49 catches. So he's underrated in that aspect. He doesn't really catch the ball as much as somebody like a McCaffrey or even a Barkley. But I think he's underrated. He's a sleeper. People sleep on him, and
Drake
he's the main guy there.
Smashing.
Oh
Kenyon Drake is gonna be smashing this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to put him in there too.
You have to put him up there.
Hold on. Where's David Johnson at?
Who?
Houston. He was in the trade for he was in the trade for Hopkins.
Yep.
Yeah, he done now.
Yeah,
he done now.
He ranked 17 on the list, man.
Houston called him up and was like, "Yo, we'll give you Hopkins for David Johnson." They'd be like,
"Yeah, that's crazy."
I can't believe they
how you
did
trade.
You know, Arizona probably had to hang up and call back to make sure they had the right people.
For real,
like, David Johnson had his time, but come on, man, you can't do that.
Nah,
it must have been because you can't. I mean, as good as Will Fuller is, he boomer bust. Like if you had,
and he's always hurt.
He can get you two catches, 2 touchdowns for 100 and something yards, and then the next week he'll give you nothing. He'll be out in the first quarter.
They got Randall Cobb though.
Man, get out of here, man. Randall Cobb.
They got Randall Cobb though. They featuring Randall Cobb though.
Oh no, I was
He's a
feature in the 6th round.
They traded for Brandon Cooks too. He might be still cooking people out there.
Man, you got baby receivers. They get jammed at the line. They out of here, man.
6 foot and under receivers.
Like you let go one of the best.
Yeah.
Almost the best all time. That man get catches. He's killer. He's a killer.
And he's in his prime at 27 years old.
Oh my gosh! And you ain't want to pay him. You ain't want to pay the boy.
No, that's crazy. They just gave up. Really. That's why I can't see Deshaun being a top quarterback this year.
It's too much on his shoulders, man. He gonna get hurt or something. Like he gonna think he gotta do everything, especially with them little receivers.
Right, but now just because of that, I would take a flyer on David Johnson because
he's
going to get.
That's late.
But see, here's the way I look at it. Now, assuming he can stay somewhat healthy, he's going to get at least 6 or 7 targets a game. And not on top of his rushing, because that's the valve right there. You ain't got no receivers to throw to. You looking for your running back. So he's going to get catches. He's going to get the volume.
He's going to get volume, and he's going to get the volume of getting hurt because you're going to run him into the ground.
He always get hurt. But
he always get hurt.
Right. That's what I look for, honestly.
But if you take a late round flyer on him, it's not a big loss.
It's not a big loss.
If you get him at the end, that ain't a bad deal.
He's ranked 17.
Yeah, but no, I would get him in the 5th, 6th round. It depends on what's there too.
Yeah.
Like you said, once after that 5th round is over, your running backs, your tight ends, you know,
the
all
top
that
boys.
Stuff, that's when you really got to start looking.
Yeah.
And that's when you really got to see where your value is on what's out there.
So this receiver list for this year. Number 1, Michael Thomas. Number 2, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3, Devontae Adams. Number 4, Julio. And number 5, Tyreek Hill.
How you don't got Mike Evans top 5?
I know. You gotta put you gotta put him in there.
ESPN got him all the way down at 8.
Yeah.
Really?
Who, Mike Evans on this?
Yeah, they have Mike
Yeah.
Evans listed at 8. They got his teammate Chris Godwin ahead of him.
Yeah, Chris, yeah. I don't understand. Like,
that's why Tom Brady wanted to go down there. He said Julian Edelman or Mike Evans.
yeah, because Godwin at 6. Like, you got him ahead of Mike,
Right.
and then
Yeah,
Thielen.
got Kenny Galladay ahead of Mike Evans.
What?
Adam
Kenny
Thielen.
Galladay is ranked 7 on ESPN.
Yo, Adam Thielen. You got him 11. Do you know the targets this man is gonna get?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he get catches. Like, really? Like, y'all bugging. Like, oh
What
my
y'all?
God.
What y'all think taking Stephon Diggs away is going to do? I know he still get him. He's still going to get it, but they got Stephon Diggs away. I think they drafted a receiver.
Yeah,
they drafted Justin Jefferson for LSU.
Right,
Yeah.
but he's still a rookie though. Unless he's gonna come in like crazy, that takes away from me
Listen
just a
to
little
me.
bit for Thielen.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, because the rookies are an unknown versus Stephon Diggs is a stud. So even if Jefferson comes in and lights it up, I still think you're going to see somewhat of a drop off because now you're taking away somebody that you can rely on all the time who's going to be there.
But
and
Jefferson,
now they can put more attention on Thielen.
But Jefferson is going to see 1-on-1. So if he can't win, it's over. Like, if he can't win, y'all shouldn't have traded my boy. You know what I'm saying? Diggs. But if Jefferson can win, oh my goodness, they're going to be cooking people. Especially with the tight end.
Kirk Cousins is their quarterback, though. So.
But he get numbers, though. You can't hate on that.
Under pressure.
Wait.
He falls under pressure.
Man, we ain't talking about regular season. We talking about fantasy points.
Yeah, but I had Kirk Cousins last year. He didn't show up until like maybe week 10.
Okay.
11.
That's cool.
And that's when they finally because they wasn't throwing to Stephon Diggs.
But that's when you got a backup.
Some kind of problem.
If you starting,
yeah, I'll take Kirk Cousins as my backup.
Yeah, if you starting Kirk Cousins, that's on you.
Man,
but that man get numbers though. He gets numbers.
Who was my quarterback last year? I can never draft the quarterback, right? Because I just don't. I'll wait too long.
Damn, they got Odell at 13.
Oh, see, now that's disrespect.
Ooh.
Probably because he was coming off the down year. Would be my guess.
You can't do him like that, though.
And also his quarterback, too.
His quarterback is trash.
He's got that young quarterback out there.
Johnny Manziel Jr.
Yeah, he is Garbito, man. Like, he's like, I know he like, damn, I should have just stayed in New York.
And you took him number 1 overall.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, but see, me, I love the wide receiver position in fantasy.
Yeah,
that's my favorite one. Like, because I think you can always just find that running back. It's a running back every year that pops out of nowhere that just takes over.
I never honestly, when we was talking about running backs, I was just asking you what would you do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If that top running back was there, but I always draft so late every time. I'm like 8, 9, 10. I always get a receiver. Like, I'm always late. Like, yes, if you got the number 1 and number 2 pick, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
you got to.
So I want to ask both of you then about this. Say all the receivers are on the board, and you're picking at 3, and you got in your mind, dead set, you're taking a receiver. Who are you taking? Like, your number 1 receiver, not just the top rank, like your personal number 1 receiver.
It's Michael Thomas.
DeAndre Hopkins.
It's Michael Thomas.
You can't go wrong with either one. Me, personally, I'm a Julio Jones guy, but you can't go wrong with either one of them, to be honest with you.
It's Mike.
I like Julio, too.
It's Mike.
I just never get him before some of the other ones because he gets hurt.
Yeah. So,
and then sometimes they do, like even last year, they take him out the game on purpose. Like he'll have, what was that one year? He had like 2 touchdowns all year.
Yeah.
He would get the target. Yeah. He would get some catches. He would get some yards, but he just couldn't get in that end zone though.
That's the thing. He doesn't always he lacks the touchdown department, but he's usually up there with yards
But
and
my thing is,
catches.
how? If you in the red zone, how you ain't targeting
Matt
him?
Ryan don't throw him the ball.
He's 6'3". You just thought he got hops. Yeah. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, yo, Matt Ryan trash to me, man. Like,
but see, it's like it's still we thinking about that as fantasy players. They thinking football like, oh, it's in the red zone. They gonna double Julio, so I'm gonna throw it to Austin Hooper. And,
yeah, Hooper, that boy.
And that's what happens. Like he always gonna go with the easiest.
He's not there no more.
You know, that drives me crazy when I got to run it back in a 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And they take him out the game or they do a play action.
And then they start throwing.
Throwing. He's right there.
Yeah, just punch that in.
Yeah, so just imagine being a Seattle fan on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl.
They did some dumb stuff. So the tight ends list, you know who number 1 is. Travis Kelce. Number two is George Kittles.
Just got paid.
Number 3 is Zach Ertz. Number 4 is Baltimore's own Mike Andrews. And number 5 is Darren Waller. This list, you can't go wrong with, this top 5. But that boy Waller, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Last year, that's
my
boy.
Keeper this year, fellas. I think that's my keeper this year, fellas.
He's a wide receiver.
Yes.
Or he's
playing tight end.
Tight end in a wide receiver's body.
Yes,
that
sir.
boy is like, he can move. He's a big boy. He can move.
He can move. Like he's
I
a
wish he would have put it together because originally the Ravens drafted him, but he had some issues and they had to let him go. Now he put it together in Oakland. Yeah. Man, he's a monster.
Hold on. It's not Oakland. It's Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. You're right. Damn. I forgot it's Vegas out. Yeah, that's going to tear me up all year.
Yeah. It will.
Yeah, he was a player for me. I got him, but I know me. I know it's not a secret. You just kind of pay attention to what's going on, so you kind of pick up players even before they blow up.
Yeah,
and that's what I did with Waller. And ever since I got him, I think either whoever was ahead of him got hurt or he just took his spot. And then he was like a walking 20 points a week.
Easy.
For the rest of the year.
Yes.
And I just had him in that tight end, and that was it.
That was it. He's a beast. Number 6 on this list, I don't like him. He got stone hands. It's Evan Ingram. He shouldn't be up there at 6. Come on, man. How you ain't put Hunter
but he hasn't put it all together or stayed healthy.
Hunter Henry, bro. Hunter Henry ain't up there.
2 years.
But that's the problem. He's hurt. You got to be available.
2 years.
Who?
Hunter Henry.
Yeah, but he got hurt last year. But you don't got him up there. You got Evan Ingram. He don't play either. He hurt too. He cooks people off the line. Bang, wide open. Stone.
Right.
Drops it. Easy. Come on, man. Stop. Come on. Austin Hooper. You don't got him up there? Hooper? It must be because of the QB. Cleveland's QB trash. You don't got him up there. Then Gronk coming back. You don't even respect Gronk. You say, Gronk 9. Come on, man. I don't care who you are in the world. If you think Gronk ain't gonna kill, if he's 100%, you crazy. You crazy.
Tom Brady throwing him all day.
Oh my God, he gonna get touchdowns, man. Gronk getting touchdowns. Don't matter who's in.
Everybody's gonna be trying to lock up Evans and Godwin, and you got Gronk running down the middle.
In the red zone? Oh my gosh, Gronk in the red zone? Stop.
I just wonder how he gonna hold up because I believe they still got O.J. Howard, so they still gonna.
Come on, man. Hold on. I know you just ain't say O.J. Howard.
Hold on. Wait. Hear me out. I'm not saying O.J. Howard definitely didn't live up to where everybody thought he was going to be. What I'm saying is they're not going to have Gronk out there like.
No, they
he's not going to be. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So you still got to take that into factor. It's not like he's going to be out there for 6 straight plays. He's a little older. You're going to have O.J. Howard out there.
Yeah, they're going to have him on a pitch count to keep him out so that way they can use him more later in the season for that playoff run.
You got to keep him fresh.
Yeah,
but he's still going to get points, though.
Yeah, he's he gonna get those points. So
but I agree though. I'd put him above Evan Ingram all day. I'm taking Gronk over Ingram.
Come on, man. You going to disrespect
That's not
Gronk.
a question.
So
I want y'all to remember all these players that y'all shitting on right now, so I can take them, and then when I kill y'all with them, I don't want to hear nothing.
Come on, man. You know, fantasy ain't shaking up like that. All these players just dropping to you. You better chill. It ain't shaking up like that. So.
Yeah, because you know you're talking all that about taking Kyler Murray. You know he's getting picked before you about to take him.
I know, man.
Somebody gonna be scooping everything up.
That is the one thing that we didn't hit on earlier when we was talking. So every year there's always you sitting there waiting to click that draft button, man. And then the pick before you, that dude takes them every year, and then you get
scrambling. Got you scrambling for that minute. You like, man, what I'm gonna do for this minute, man? He just took my player. You scrambling.
That's the worst thing ever.
That drives me up a wall.
So the kickers on this list, you know, this the number one kickers. It ain't changing. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that, Gostkowski?
Nah, Justin.
What? You got the best kicker all time right there.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker. Oh,
yeah.
All right,
then number 2 is Harrison Buckler. Number 3 is Will Lutz. Number 4 is Matt Prater. And number 5 is Greg Zerline. You know how this is represented on whoever scored the most points in the league. That's going to be the top kickers, but you know Justin, that boy, man, he knocking 60s.
If I'm not getting Justin Tucker, I'm streaming a different kicker every week.
Yeah.
You
have to.
In my other league, we don't have a kicker, so I really don't pay attention.
Yeah.
In my other ones, I did have them.
I'm gonna tell you my strategy. This is my strategy when I look for kickers. Whatever kicker bye week is like week 11 or 12, that's what I do. That's who I pick. I don't care about them. Like, those points is going to be good. I don't really get into the kickers, but just to have a kicker for that long where you can just drop them and then pick somebody else up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I draft kickers. I don't look at, Justin Tucker's there. I got to grab him or whatever. If he's there, then I might get him, but
I'm not taking no kicker before like the second or the last third round.
Yeah.
But I will change if it's an offense that gets there and don't make it to the end zone. That's the kicker who you want. Yeah. It's not always necessarily the one scoring because you get offense. You get 6 touchdowns a game. You get 6 points from the kicker for an extra point. You want the person. You want the team that's going to make it to the 30 or the 40 and try to kick that field goal.
Yeah, but you still need a kicker that don't got no candy leg though.
That's true.
You can get there. They might miss it.
usually, if you get a 50-yarder, that's usually like a 5. In most leagues, it's like a 5-point. Like if you pass the 30, it's usually like 4 and 5 points. Yeah. So if you get a guy that consistently makes those 40-yarders, that's 4 points. That's 2 kicks, and he's got 8 points already.
Yeah. So the defense for this year is the Steelers, 49ers, Bills, Ravens.
Yeah, Steelers were nice last year.
And Patriots. Yes, the Steelers. D is number 1 D in the league.
So where's your over-under on how early, what round somebody's going to take the Steelers defense in?
I don't even think people were worrying about defenses this year.
But there's always somebody that takes a defense in like the 7th or 8th round.
But
always.
You got to understand, like now, if you got a PPR league, man, I'm drafting in the defense late. Maybe last pick. Like, I don't need it like that. Especially
hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. How is Pittsburgh number 1?
Hold on.
Like,
they just updated. So now this is the update.
Because it got to be San Fran got to be first.
Yeah, it's San Fran, but they just updated August 12th. I did
Unless
this
y'all
early.
putting me on, because I just don't. I ain't.
After they got Minka Fitzpatrick last year, their defense changed. One of the top defenses in the league.
This is just updated. So the number 1 defense is the 49ers. Number 2 is the Bills. Number 3 is the Steelers. Number 4 is the Ravens. And number 5 is the Patriots. So they just updated this list.
Yeah. No, the Patriots last year had the best. Yo, they got you at least sometimes 15 points or 20 points a week.
Because they was getting picks out there.
Yeah. And you know what, too? Was Khalil Mack, was this his first year with the Bears last year?
No, I think it was the second year.
Second year.
That whatever year that was, he changed that around. I think I got him that year he went there, and nobody. I picked him up late when he got traded or whatever. I think
they number
he
6.
changed that whole defense around.
Yep.
Yeah, they number 6 on the list.
Sacks, the interception. It's crazy how defense. Like, remember Von Miller when Denver was in, they was going crazy. Yeah. Like all you needed was Denver defense, and
you need a defense that's going to get you a lot of sacks.
Yeah, they was going nuts.
Yeah. So to close out this pod,
sacks and turnovers.
I'm gonna give y'all guys my sleepers at each position, and then you guys can chime in or whatever. My QB this year, at the sleeper, will be Carson Wentz. He got weapons, and everything is on him. So I think he's going to do very well. And he was ranked number 10 on the list. So, they got him top 10 QB. He might push it. If he don't get hurt, I think he's going to be a sleeper this year. My running back is Miles Sanders. I think he's going to make that jump. I think
don't touch him.
Look, man, I think he's going to make that jump, boy.
Don't touch him.
Catches. Oh, my goodness. He's going to be killing them. My wide receiver sleeper is Hollywood Brown. I think this second year for Hollywood,
right there.
I think this second year for him is going to be crazy. The tight end position, Hunter Henry. That's my boy. I like Hunter Henry.
Oh, he don't even play, man.
Man, look, he coming off an injury, but that's the sleeper. I could have put Gronk in there, but damn, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, Gronk's a sleeper because he's
not Gronk."
Whatever.
Either.
But I think Hunter Henry gonna be a sleeper this year. And then the kicker, I don't got no kicker. You know what I'm saying? As a sleeper to me, it's just
right.
they bottom of the barrel. You can get them anywhere. And my defensive pick for sleeper is the Saints. You know what I mean? They got Malcolm Jenkins in the back end, and I think they're gonna be all right this year. Just to throw that in. I don't really look at defenses or whatever in fantasy. Like I said, I usually pick them later in the rounds, so I don't be focusing on them. But yeah, that's my sleepers. How about you guys? What you think about that list?
Well, I'll just go real quick because I really don't have a lot. Because I usually just try to look before I draft, but definitely Kyler Murray. I was looking at that top 100 list on NFL Network, and that just made me kind of like believe it a little bit more because he can run past. He got more weapons. So Kyler Murray and Miles Sanders definitely. I had him in my other league, and he helped me win the playoffs last year. He
at the end,
nuts.
He went crazy
he
at the
went
end.
Crazy because, I need him on my squad. That's all I'm going to say. And then I'm taking him from somebody early. I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take it. I really don't have too many tight ends or wide receivers right now until I really like figure it out. Most of my sleepers really are rookies.
Yeah.
I'll jump on a rookie early. Yeah. Especially if I hate to say it, what's my man name? CD Lamb. Yeah. He went to the Cowboys, right? Him, like Justin Jefferson. Like I always try to step on them rookie wide receivers because you just never know if they're gonna break out or not. Like I made the mistake a couple years ago. I don't know if y'all remember Laquan Treadwell.
No, what a bum!
Or he was gonna be the guy.
Man, I knew he was gonna be a bum. He ain't had no speed. I ain't picking. He had no speed.
Killing it, Ole Miss.
Man, he ain't had no speed, bro. Come on,
man. Whatever.
NFL is built off speed, bro.
All right, and then my defense that I'm really looking out for, and I hate to say it, is the Cowboys because they just signed Everson Griffin too. Yeah. So they definitely always draft defense. They they heavy on it, and they get
especially if Alden Smith can turn back into form. Alden Smith there too.
And then the kicker, I just drafted the kicker in the last round, so I ain't really worried about that.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
I haven't done really too much research yet. I usually kind of wait till the end. But I do have two sleepers for you, and they both at the running back position. One I had last year in your league, the PPR league, Austin Eckler out in Los Angeles Chargers, get me like 8 to 10 catches a game.
Yes, sir.
So in PPR, Austin Eckler was a killer. Because he was catching the ball out the backfield. So Phillip Rivers dumped the ball down all day.
Right.
And then my other sleeper, he quietly had a nice season, over 1,000 yards, who started to catch people's eye. Joe Mixon out there in Cincinnati. Yeah, and now he's got a quarterback Joe
Come on,
Mixon
hold
is
on,
nice.
hold on,
A
hold
lot of
on.
people are
Hold up.
silent on him.
You keep on saying now he got a quarterback. We don't know if he got a quarterback yet.
Man, come on, Joe Burrow, man, get out of
Come
here,
on,
man.
we
He that
don't
dude
know.
now.
You can't
Nah,
be.
we know.
Nah, it ain't no.
Nah.
Nah, we know. Nah, we don't know. If they don't got a line, he ain't got no quarterback. All right.
But look, that's true. But still,
You're right.
Joe Mixon, he gonna be
He gonna
the
get
number
it.
one option.
Yeah, he's
receiving
number one
and
option.
probably receiving too.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
gonna
what you
get
gotta
it.
look for, man.
And I believe their first round pick, or from the year before Joe Burrow. I know he was an offensive lineman. I want to say he's a left tackle, but I know he's an offensive lineman. Got hurt in the training camp. Didn't play at all last year. Now they get him back, so you're adding to that offensive line too. And Joe Mixon already had over 1,000 yards,
Yeah.
and he catches the ball out the backfield. So a lot of people sleeping on him. He's nice.
Yeah, he is nice.
That's my other sleeper. Those are my two sleepers: Eckler and Joe Mixon.
All right. So with that,
hey, let me ask you.
go ahead.
Hold on, my bad. I mean, what y'all think? Just real quick, what y'all think this virus is going to do this year? You really think we're going to have a season, or is it going to be like? Because we already affected already with players sitting out already. Or how is that going to come into you? I mean, obviously you can't project it, you can't predict it, but your player that you pick is like, bam, he out for 2 weeks because he got the coronavirus, or something like that. Like, is that really
that's
like
what's going to happen? But
it's going to come down to their discipline off the field. Like, are they going to keep doing? Like, you had a Seahawks rookie today get cut because he tried busting a girl into the hotel room. He being stupid. It's going to come down to what the players do off the field. If they stay in and stay away and do what they need to do, then the season, I think, will be all right. But if they are out there doing whatever, then I think that's where you're gonna run in and have the issue.
Yeah. So with me, I think that the season gonna go on. It's $1 billion business, man. True. If you don't want to play, all right, you don't gotta play. But we never seen any player or athlete die from the corona. We ain't seen that. They healthy. Mm-hmm. They get it. They stay out for the 14 days. Even Doug Peterson had it. He stayed out for the 14, came right back, and he's kicking. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might.
And Lane Johnson.
Yeah, and so you might have players, sit out for the 2 weeks or the 10 days or whatever, then come back and they're going to play. Like, to me, yes, players will sit out because they're scared or whatever, and they might have a newborn and they don't want to give it to the newborn. But the players that's about their bread and that want to get paid, man, and want to play, they're going to be out there, no doubt. And there's going to be no fans in the stands. And if it's fans in the stands, they're going to sign a waiver. If you get this coronavirus, we're not liable. That's what the teams is going to be. So, season going to happen. If the NBA playing, season going to happen. If the NBA, if baseball playing, season going to happen. If the WNBA playing, season going to happen. It's the NFL. It's the biggest business, one of the biggest businesses ever. Yes, they playing to me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get through the season. I think we'll be all right there.
It's too much money, man. Gambling, fantasy football. Come on, man. They're not giving that up. It's gambling out here. It's Las Vegas got a team, baby. Like, nah, we need that bread. They getting this money. Players is getting these deals. You think they ain't playing? Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a fact. I just wanted to know how it's gonna. It's obviously going to affect everything because you never know who's coming down with what. And you just got to really stay on top of it.
A lot of teams are talking about the quarterback situation. They might quarantine like their quarterback room away from the others that way to try and keep them away from getting hit so their quarterbacks don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, all I'm saying is if there's money out there, somebody got to get it. Like, everybody ain't staying home, man. You got to fend for your family. Like, it's enough. Like, everybody had to quarantine for those months. They couldn't do nothing. But now people are just taking it, upon themselves. Like, look, I got to feed my family. I just can't stay home and, bills are still stacking up. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta play, especially the rookies. And then the 2-year, the second-year players, they like, man, I'm playing. Like, I don't care about this.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And the players that's sitting out, some of them players is lazy as hell. There's some lazy ass players that don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, man, all right, it's an out, or I don't feel like playing this year or whatever. But to me, It is what it is. But with that, people, that's the end of the pod. Thank you guys. We're gonna have more things to come. One.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Sammy.
Yeah, true. And y'all stay away from Miles Sanders too. He mine, all right?
Don't forget Kyler Murray too.
Yeah, that's too. Well, y'all don't want him, so I don't worry about that.
Yep, that's it. So that was episode 9, Fantasy Football. Shout out to my 2 guests, Smitty and Mike Z. As you guys can see, it was a lot of shit talking in this episode. So we will have a recap fantasy draft episode in the near future. So until the next time, people, stay safe, give respect, and show love. One.